I'm so ready.
Okay. All right, so as women, how many times have you guys, in the middle of the night, you're tired, you're half asleep, and you go to pee and you fall into the damn stool because the man in the house has not put the toilet seat down? Now, this toilet has a feature where the men tend to be lazy and they don't want to touch it and put it down. So what do you got?
If you touch a button on this remote, the seat will automatically come up. And then once he finishes his business and walks away, the unit will automatically close and automatically flush. No more midnight splashdowns for the ladies.
Nice. Okay. Very nice. Okay. There we go. So it's going to do that. Okay. Why don't you walk on over and have a seat on that toilet. Okay. Okay, so Jen, we're going to pretend that you had burritos, okay? And so you're sitting here, you're doing number 2. What happens after that, Lenore, with this toilet?
Absolutely. You were talking about the Privacy Plus feature. This will mask any embarrassing noise that issues from the body. So with a touch of the button, you can hear a sound of a toilet flushing. Again, as Tyra pointed out. It also comes preloaded with MP3s, so you can have a beautiful experience on the bathroom as well.
Now, I also have heard that these toilets kind of wipe you.
Absolutely, they do. Once you do what you came to do, just touch a button on the remote and a wand extends. It's built from antibacterial plastic. It delivers warm aerated water to cleanse. The water will oscillate and it will pulsate. It'll give you that beautiful cleansing experience.
Okay, but then you're all like kind of damp down there now. And then do you pick toilet paper to dry yourself after?
Actually, just a touch of the button on the remote and that warm air dries, so you get a perfect drying experience. And you control the temperature of the dryer.
There's a warm air dryer?
Yes.
On the toilet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you touch it?
You can.
Can you touch it now?
Yes, right here.
Touch it. Do you feel on your booty?
I feel, yes.
You feel warm air? Does it feel good?
Yes.
Ooh, can I? Okay, so she's dry.
And the seat is heated, she said.
And the seat is warm.
Yeah.
Nice. The seat is warm?
Winter, when it's cold.
Yeah, okay. So what happens when she's finished? What happens then?
So she would touch a button to stop it.
Okay.
And then if she would get up and walk away.
Walk away.
And the unit will automatically close and it will automatically flush.
Wow. Okay. What about in the middle of the night when you're half asleep and you want to go to the bathroom, but you can't find light switches and, it's dark, and how many times has that happened? I've like sat on the toilet and it's like, oh. What do you got?
So,
ooh!
as you can see, you have a beautiful night light. Soft ambient light lights the area. You don't need to turn on the overhead. Just enough light to light the area. You don't have to really wake up all the way, and it doesn't waste electricity. So, and again, once you complete your job and you walk away, it'll automatically close and automatically flush.
I loved how even you being the spokesperson of this toilet stuttered on. And when you complete your job. Okay, and how much does it cost?
This retails for approximately $5,200.
$5,200?
Yes, yes.
And will it rub me and tell me I'm beautiful and like tell me it loves
me? Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
We'll be right back. Up next.
We're talking about a birth of a wrinkle today.
Birth of a wrinkle?
Birth of a wrinkle.
So it has a birth?
It has a birth.
You need some birth control. Over there cleaning out Brenda's insides for the very first ever live TV colonic. But now we're going to talk about cleaning up our outsides when we're talking about our skin. Dr. Nicholas Perricone, the author of 7 Secrets to Beauty, Health, and Longevity, is here to show us how to keep our skin healthy at any age. So I know you say that it's never never too late to start to try to improve our skin, right?
That's right. We just have to know what the right things to do, and it's actually a pretty simple program. So it's going to be interesting to talk to these young ladies because I want to know the mistakes they're making, and we can teach them how to take care of themselves.
Well, we've got women in their teens, 20s, and their 30s, and Dr. Paragon is going to tell them how to give their skin the best chance of looking really good and aging well. Now, Erin is 19 years old. Erin, how do you feel about your skin? How you take care of your skin?
Well, I love my skin. I feel like I have a baby face. And at 19, I'm not really worried about how I'm going to look in the future. And as a lifeguard, I just sit in the sun all day and I get tan. But I still get 2 or 3 bad burns summer. And my skin bounces back very fast, and I don't notice how it's going to affect me.
Do you use moisturizer?
Not really.
Okay. Dr. Paragon, what is the most important thing for a girl in her teens to think about for her skin? Because we know teens feel invincible. They think they're going to look like this forever.
That's right.
But you're not. So what's the best thing?
Well, first of all, let's talk about these burns you get every summer. Very, very bad. First of all, we now know that a single burn in your teens can lead to some serious skin cancer in the future. Secondly, even though your skin looks absolutely perfect now, there are wrinkles in your future because what you're doing, you're damaging your collagen and elastin because of the inflammation. So simple things. We want to cleanse, and I would use a mild cleanser, and we have one right here. And you just cleanse in the morning, and then I want you to put on a moisturizer with some SPF because SPF will protect you from the sun's rays. Now, I do want to make one point. 15 minutes of sunlight without any protection is important for producing vitamin D. We're vitamin D deficient in this country because dermatologists like me told you to stay out of the sun entirely. So we're going to go for moderation. SPF, that's all you really need to do. Now, the important thing to remember, too, is beauty's from the inside out. Nutrition's a key. You have to have fresh fruits and vegetables and good food. You know when you're eating well, your skin looks beautiful. You know when you're eating junk, it doesn't look so great.
And water, right? Doesn't water make
8
the skin
glasses
look
of water
good?
a day, and you need to get some good sleep, too.
Yeah. Okay, up next is Kara. Kara is 24. Kara, you're 24 years old.
I'm 22.
22 years old. Don't you want to just slap me right now and say, what you doing, Tyra? Pushing my age up. Okay,
Is it my skin?
No, you look good. No, so I understand you're a little lazy.
I'm
Don't wash your makeup off?
lazy. I'll go to bed with my makeup on. I only use a bar of soap. I don't use moisturizer. I don't
my
exfoliate.
gosh.
I'm lazy. It's an extra step in my routine. I'll look for reasons to not wash my face before going to bed. Absolutely.
I don't wash my face before going to bed maybe 5 times a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
5 times a year. Yeah, sometimes it's because I'm like, you wash yours 5 times a year probably. I don't wash mine at night 5 times a year.
I'll take it off, but every now and then I will just...
How bad is that, sleeping in the makeup?
It's not a great idea. It tends to clog pores. It also can be pro-inflammatory. And inflammation really is what breaks down collagen and elastin. So I'm looking at you and saying, okay, you're in your 20s now, and what's happening is if you don't take care of yourself and you're getting sun exposure and you're breaking down the collagen and elastin, and it causes something called microscarring in the dermis, and microscars add up to a wrinkle. So we're talking about a birth of a wrinkle today. So what we want to do
Birth of a wrinkle?
Birth of a wrinkle. It's inflammation.
So it has a birth?
It has a birth.
Okay.
It sure has. And she's working hard on having that birth. So.
Wow. You need some birth control.
So you're going to do a little different. You're in your 20s now, so I'm going to suggest, of course, mild cleanser once again. But I'm talking about a moisturizer now with some antioxidants. Antioxidants are natural anti-inflammatories, and they will prevent that breakdown of collagen and elastin and prevent that microscarring. Okay. All right? And that's a pretty simple program. So, and of course, sun exposure, 15 minutes of sun exposure with no protection for vitamin D, and then an SPF every day. Okay.
15 minutes every day with no SPF?
That's right.
Really?
You need that vitamin D.
Wow.
Vitamin D is not just for bones. It prevents cancer. It boosts your immune system. If you have enough vitamin D on board, it's better resistance to the flu than a flu shot.
Wow. Okay, so but that doesn't mean like putting baby oil on and laying out and cooking like
Oh, no. We're talking 15 minutes. We're talking moderation. We're not talking about a license to go out and toast yourself.
Yeah, so it's just walking around 15 minutes.
15 minutes is adequate.
Because I know some people at home are going, see, Mama, I told you I can lay in the sun for 10 hours and it's okay. Okay, moving on. Christine, how old are you?
30.
30? You look good, girl.
Thank you.
I'm older than you, though. Okay, look good. Okay, tell me about your skin routine. What do you do?
All right, well, let me just start by saying I think I have decent skin, but I'm not going to lie. I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, there's a wrinkle, there's a fine line, and it does freak me out. I recently went on a vacation and I bumped into a family member who I hadn't seen in maybe like 10 years, and she had the nerve to tell me, you don't look the same. You don't have that glow that you have. your face doesn't look as pretty. And I'm like,
And what'd you tell her?
Thank you. I just smiled and ran upstairs and put some makeup on because I was so freaked out. But I do have, you know,
She's a
kind of-
hater.
She was drinking that haterade. I know. Believe me. I
But do you think she was telling the truth? Because sometimes haters tell
Yeah.
the truth even though they're hating.
You're right. You're absolutely right. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't take care of my skin. I mean, I do bake in the sun for hours. I use no kind of sunblock whatsoever. I actually put on baby oil for that extra crispiness.
You put the baby oil on your skin
I do.
to
It's
tan.
so bad. I know.
Oh,
and
my
it
gosh.
doesn't help that I do have a stressful job. Sometimes I work 7 days a week.
Tell me
to keep
about the
out of
baby
lab.
oil on the skin.
That's just great.
I know. It's terrible.
So what we're doing is you're essentially